What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, and today we're going to talk a lot about the Yankees. A lot of news going down with Juan Soto, obviously over the weekend. The Mets met with him, the Dodgers met with him. Luis Luis Gil wins Rookie of the Year, which is pretty cool. That's dope. Him and Paul Skeens. I think this is the first time I've seen two pitchers win back to back. So let's get started. Let's get started with Luis Gil. I mean, this guy came out of nowhere, Luis Gil, in my opinion. He was not on my radar. I did not expect him before spring training. I did not expect this dude to turn out to be who he was. I mean, the Yankees lucked out. We lucked out again on a pitcher. Much credit to the pitching staff on the Yankees because they do a great job. That's probably the one area of the Yankees that I have no gripes, no complaints. I mean, this kid, especially the first half of the season, like he was outstanding. He was outstanding. Yeah, I mean, Paul Skeens, obviously he's no Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens came out of nowhere and dominated, but look, it's a good thing for the Yankees since he played the whole season, because I think that's the rule. You got to start the season and play all the way through. The Yankees get an additional draft pick. So that's a good bonus. I know Austin Wells was in the running, but Austin Wells, he kind of fell off the map towards the end there. And he wasn't even a starter to begin the year. The runner-up was Colton Cowser, I believe his name is, from the Orioles. He's pretty good. But in the end, Luis Gil secured it. And much props, man. I'm so happy for him. Honestly, I'm happy for him. But let's move on to the Mets making big headlines this weekend with the supposed offer of $660 million to Juan Soto. Let the money rain, baby. That's Juan Soto right now. It's dollar bills, y'all. $100 bills, man. $660 million. Bro, if the reports are true on this, man, I hate to say it, the Yankees might be priced out. But look, Carlos Barrego is the one who broke this news. He tweeted something about it in Spanish, but at the end he did say, "Is this true?" Carlos Barrego, if you don't know, is a former Major League Baseball player. So I would assume that he is kind of in the know. I don't think he would tweet something like that just for no reason, but it could also be a Scott Boras tactic, just trying to put it out there to see what other teams would offer him. I mean, look, if anybody could offer him $660 million, it's the Mets. Now, will the Yankees top this offer? If this offer is true, all right, let's start there. If this is true, because there's a lot of rumors going around. You got people, I mean, there's been reports saying that he also said that whatever any other team offers him, he'll top it by $50 million or something like that, which is ridiculous. Steve Cohen is a smart businessman. You would not put yourself out there like that. I mean, it makes no sense. Because anyway, even if another team does make an offer, they're going to circle back to the Mets and be like, hey, we got this offer. Can you top it? So I think that, man, look, is it true? Probably. I did not expect a $660 million offer right off the get. You know, if this is true, I did not expect it to be that high just to start off. Like, he really set the bar high. Will the Yankees match it? I'm not sure. The Yankees could match it. They could match it. Reports are that they're offering a higher AAV but less years, which to me, I don't know why the Yankees always do that. They did it with Yamamoto. I mean, I would just stretch it out. I'd rather have a lower AAV. Isn't the $300 threshold like Hal's big thing that he has a problem with? But look, I would say this, right? If I was Hal and Cashman and Boone, I would go in there and be like, look, whatever they offer you, man, look at that team. All right. Yeah, they made it to the ALCS last year. But how can they sustain this kind of payroll for a long time? Obviously, we know Steve Cohen, he's the richest owner in baseball. But the Mets do not bring in as much revenue as the Yankees. So he can afford it, but at some point he's going to be operating at a net loss. With all the payroll and all the overhead costs to run the team and everything. And I'm pretty sure Steve Cohen, even though he's rich as hell, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to operate at a loss for too long. So that's what I would say. And also, I mean, look, you want to be with little brother or you want to be with big brother. And that's no disrespect to Mets and Mets fans, but we all know who's the big dog in town are the Yankees, right? I mean, yeah, he could join the Mets. The Mets got even more question marks than the Yankees do. I would say that. I hear a lot of Mets fans, they're already jumping for joy and celebrating. And I'm like, slow down, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. This thing ain't done yet. We just getting started. And we don't even know if all of this is true. We don't know if all of this is true. Look, and like I said, I'm going to say it again, nothing against the Mets, man. But who consistently is going to put a winning team out there? Who? The Yankees. What if, right, when Steve Cohen signed Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer and spent all that money and brought all these guys in, when he brought all these guys in and it didn't work out, what happened? They had no trade clause and they were like, hey, take a trade. They were trying to dump them. What's not to say that the same thing will happen with Soto? What if they sign Juan Soto to a record-breaking deal and it doesn't work out? Let's say it doesn't work out. Let me lower this volume down a little bit. Let's say it doesn't work out and they sign all these guys. What's he going to do? Try to escape the payroll again? Granted, Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander are a lot older and everything, but, you know, I would bring that up to Juan Soto. I'd be like, look, Soto, they did this before. They did this before, and look how that worked out. And they were begging these guys to get out that damn contract, begging them to void their no-trade clause. That's what I would tell them. I'd be like, look, you here. Have we ever asked Giancarlo Stanton to void that no-trade clause? No. Have we ever asked Cole? Nope. Have we ever asked Carlos Rodon? Maybe the fans have, but not the Yankees. No, we haven't. Because we made a commitment and we stick with it. I would tell them that. And look, call me crazy, but you know, that's something to look at. That's something to look at. And also the Blue Jays met with him. I don't think the Blue Jays have a chance. Yes, they have a lot of money, the owners, I think the Rogers family or whatever, but they got their own problems, man. They won't even sign their own star who's homegrown, who's Canadian, born in Canada, and the Toronto Blue Jays won't even give him a contract. So the reports are that Juan Soto asked him about that. I don't think they're gonna sign both superstars. So and these guys are friends. They're both Dominican baseball players. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to step on his toes in his situation. But who knows, right? Who knows? So what I'll say to this whole Mets $660 million thing is like, look, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. And the Yankees, when they met with him, I'm pretty sure they went over there and looked and just laid it out to him like, man, look, you already know what you're getting here. You might go across town and be with the Mets, and you might hate it over there. At least you know here what you're gonna get. You know how they say it, pick the devil you know, right? And I think deep down inside, I think he really wants to be a Yankee, but the Yankees gonna have to offer up a lot of money. In the end, right? Before we move on to the Dodgers meeting with them, in the end, I think it'll be just like Aaron Judge's situation. That right when he was about to pull the trigger, Hal gave him a call and said, hey, what's it going to take to get this done? And I think that's going to be the final phone call with Juan Soto as well. In the end, when you think he's going somewhere, Hal's going to call him and be like, hey, what's it going to take to get this done? Now, he might just say, you know, you got to top the offer. And Hal might say no. Or Hal might say, okay, let's do it. So I think that's what it's going to boil down to. And I do believe that it's going to happen sooner than later, in my opinion. But let's move on. Let's move on to the Dodgers meeting with him. So the Dodgers met with them today. If they're not meeting right now, probably, who knows? But look, the Dodgers, obviously, they're in on everybody. They're probably one of the richest organizations, and they have a lot of money to spend too. And they're making moves. They have a super team already, in my opinion. With the addition of Soto, man, they'll have a crazy super team. And I don't think Major League Baseball wants that. Yeah, they like when the Dodgers win because they're a big market, but they don't want a monopoly. Not like that. The Dodgers were to get Juan Soto, it would pretty much be game over. Obviously, they still have to play the season through and play the games, but at that point, you're gonna have a lot of it's gonna leave a bad taste in a lot of fans. A lot of fans. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Yankee fan and we lost him. I think any fan, if you're a Padres fan, if you're a Pirates fan, if you're a Braves fan, a Mets fan, whoever you are, you're gonna be like, come on, man. Major League Baseball needs to do something about it. Because technically they do have money on the payroll where they can pay him and still be under that like top tier $300 million mark that everybody talks about. But then again, too, like, why would they do that, right? Because think about it. If they sign Juan Soto, let's say they sign Juan Soto to, I don't know, 670 million, 700 million, whatever it is, 50 million per year, right? They're already paying Yamamoto a lot of money. Ohtani deferred a lot of money. So Juan Soto's contract is probably going to be like 14 years. In 10 years, which will be in the year 2034, they're going to have to start paying Ohtani $68 million per year, right? That'll be in the back end of Soto's contract if they were to sign him. But you can add that 50 million onto the 68 million. Now we're talking about $118 million right there on two players on top of what they gave Yamamoto, because Yamamoto's contract, I think, runs into that time frame too. So it's a lot of money to be tied into two players, one in Ohtani, who won't even be playing in 10 years, maybe. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm assuming that the Dodgers are going to go up to him and be like, look, you want to win championships every year with us? Look at the team we already got. With you on it, it's over. But they're going to ask him to defer a lot of money. And I think that's where they're going to lose him. And as a Yankee fan, if he was to go to the Dodgers, I'll be pissed. I'll be like, you know what? Go ahead, dude. How you gonna go to the other side after they beat us? If anything, you should come back and run it back. I think the Yankees should. You know what? Let's move to the next topic, right? The Yankees should really make a strong offer, and even if they can't top it, whatever crazy number Steve Cohen comes up with, they should at least be like, look, but we're going to give you player options. And even if you got to give him one every year, where at any point he could be like, you know what, I don't like it here, I want to move on. Or if the player's salaries start moving up in, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years, where a $600 million contract is normal and he's playing above and beyond again, then he could get out the contract and go get more money, similar to the Cole situation. So I would do that, and because that's a big deal too. That's a big thing too. That'll keep players. It's about the money, but at the same time, a player wants to have options. They want to have options, and I'm sure wherever he signs, he's going to have options. But if the Yankees give him more options, like every 2 years you can opt out. That gives him the chance to even get more money if possible. Or if he starts playing bad or gets hurt, he could just stay where he's at and collect whatever the contract is. So let me know what you think in the comments. Gregor John. You know what? Let's move to the comments and then we'll talk about the Yankees pivot plan and all of that stuff. I'm trying a new streaming platform right now, so let's see if this works. Let's pull up. Oh, that didn't work. Well, Gregor John says, yo, Jason, what's up? What's up, Gregor John, man? You always tuning in. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate your support. King Cash says, hold on, let me try to pull up this chat real quick. Give me a second, fellas. Give me a second. What is going on? Okay. King Cash says, the other side, LLL, respect your father before we son y'all again. Y'all the other side, bro. We on this side, y'all on that side. It's like, bro, like it's one of those things, you can't beat them, join them. But to me, that's not a real true champion. Wouldn't do that. Look at Jordan, right? Michael Jordan in his younger days, man, they couldn't get past the Pistons, the Bulls. He didn't leave the Bulls and go to the Pistons. Eventually, he got better and they beat him. So that's what a real competitor, that's what they do. But in this situation, it's about money. It's about money. And I don't think the Dodgers is going to sign him outright like that. I think they're going to want to have some kind of deferments. And in my opinion, I don't think that Soto wants to do that. King Cash says, I want Soto for the headlines, but I don't think Dodgers are serious, just running up the price. Yeah, that too. They definitely got to run up the price. And they got to check in because you never know. They might go over there and he'd be like, you know what? I really do want to win a whole bunch of championships and dominate. And be like, you know what? Let's defer half of this. If you give me match whatever offer and we'll defer half. If they do something like that, I guarantee you next year when they do after this season coming up, the 2025 season, Major League Baseball, the owners and the players union, they're going to get together and they're going to have to agree on a new collective bargaining agreement. And I promise you, they're going to do something about it so that no team can do what the Dodgers do if they were to sign Soto like that again. Because at that point, it's like, it ruins the game. It ruins the game. But, all right, I'm trying to get this chat to pop up. It doesn't want to pop up, though. So what I'll do is, give me 1 second, guys. All right, whatever. Next time. I'll figure that out after the show. Gregor John says, how much do we need to offer Soto to get him? Well, it depends. If the 660 is real, if that's true, then we need to be in that ballpark. And I'm not talking about 640. No, man, we need to be above that mark if that's true. Or at least very, very close. Very, very close. King Cash says, if Soto leaves, would you want Teoscar Hernandez? I mean, I wouldn't mind Teoscar Hernandez, but I'd rather have Santander. I'd rather have him. But, look, if the Yankees were to get Teoscar Hernandez, I wouldn't be mad, but that cannot be the only move. That cannot be the only move. I'd be pissed if they were to bring him over and expect us to be just cool with it, because that does not even make up for a little bit of Soto's numbers. So the Yankees, if Soto walks, they're gonna have to. That's a lot of money they have to play with, and Teoscar Hernandez ain't gonna do it by himself. So they're gonna have to get some big bats in there, at least 3, maybe 4 players. And I already know, like in my opinion, I don't think Cashman wants to bring him back. The way he sounds, the way he was talking, I don't think he even wants to bring him back. But I think it's gonna have to be Hal. Hal's gonna be the one that's gonna have to be like, you know what? No, like you're a Yankee now. The same way he did with Judge. I think that's what's gonna take. Because if it's up to Cashman, I think he'll let him walk and go freaking with the whatever money that came off the books, like $100 million or whatever he has to spend. He'll go in the freaking he'll go into the bargain bin, into the Dollar General of baseball players to start coming out with 1,000 relievers and hoping one of them pans out. Oh. Yep. So what else we got, guys? What else we got? Who you want to see come to the Yankees? Oh, King Cash, what you hope the Dodgers, because you're a Dodgers fan, right? What you want the Dodgers to do? They got money to play with too. And if they plan on bringing Mookie Betts into the infield, back to second base, then they gotta bring back Teoscar or go make a signing. I know I've heard that they're in on Santander as well. That'd be crazy too. Even if they get Santander, that'd be crazy to me. That'd be like insane, man. Their team will be so strong. King Cash says MLB free agency is so frustrating. It takes way too long. Yeah, right now I think everything's just bottlenecked because of Soto. Soto got everything bottlenecked. As soon as he signs and makes a decision, you're going to see a lot of players just falling off. They're just going to be falling off. This dude said I want Corbin Burns or Blake Snell. Y'all already got a whole bunch of pitchers, though. You want a lot, man. You want a lot. I'm trying to get this freaking chat to work. You know what I want? I've been thinking about it a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing Alex Bregman. And I've been saying this too. Like, what if, right? And look, this is just hypothetical. I'm just thinking here. I'm brainstorming. What if the Yankees, right? Soto walks. What if the Yankees get Alex Bregman, puts him at third, moves Chisholm to second, or even you could put Chisholm in center field. That's an option too. Put Judge back at right field. Get Christian Walker first base, and that'd be two signings right there. And then go out and trade, because I know I've been hearing a lot of people talking about trading Dominguez, but I'll put Dominguez at third. But if not, you can trade him and try to get like a Crochet or a Devin Williams or a big pitcher. Will you be satisfied with that? I still think the Yankees will have holes, man. We need, like, if Soto walks, right, we got to get like 4 players out there, at least 2 to 3 in the free agency, and 1 to 2, maybe even more in the trade market. That's what I think. King Cash says, I assume Roki is on the way. Yeah, you assume, man. But you know what they say about assuming? It make an ass out of you and me. So don't assume, man. He could go anywhere. Roki could go anywhere. Hopefully to the Yankees. That'd be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. I expect him to be posted literally like January 15th or whatever. January 15th to the end of January, but most likely like January 15th on the day specifically, because that's when the international bonus pool resets, I believe. So I expect him to post right around there, and then he'll have 45 days to sign. King Cash says Walker Bueller and Flattery. I can never say his name right. Might be gone. Yeah. I don't think they're bringing Jack back. And he says, and the Dodgers need insurance for Glass now. Again, my man Glass now, he's made out of his. Look at the name, dude. Glass now. He's made out of glass now. I mean, I should have known that. Let me try to get this thing to work if I can. But yep. What else we got? But yeah, look, the Yankees, man. I'm not gonna lie. If the reports are true, the 660, the Yankees could do it. But I'm already, and I'm going way off script right now. I'm speaking personally as myself. I'm already preparing myself for him to move on, for Soto to move on. I'm preparing myself because, look, man, that's a lot of money, and I'm starting to think. And I don't want to talk myself out of it, right? Because I do think that we need Soto. They need to re-sign him. But knowing this team, like, Soto is not going to fix everything. If we bring Soto back and don't do anything, we're actually worse than we were last year, because we don't even have Glaber anymore. We got a whole bunch of relief pitchers that are free agents. So it's like, I don't know. The Yankees, they gotta figure it out. And if they do sign Soto, they still gotta go out there and spend and make trades. They gotta make moves. They have to make moves. And I'm hoping they do. Look, I hope they do. Because if they don't, man, that's literally, man, it's negligent. It's negligent on Cashman's part, on Hal's part. At that point, like, as a fan, it might be time to just boycott the team. Because I kind of think they might give Soto a crazy offer and then just call it and be like, whatever, the fans are satisfied. They'll throw us a bone real quick. they would throw us a bone. Hold on a second. I switched to OBS, and this thing is a lot different than what I was using before. So I'm trying to bear with me. I'm trying to bring up the chat, but I can't get it to come up. So I'll have to work on that for the next show. That way I can highlight your chats. Yep. But King Cash says Otani messed the market up for y'all. Soto doesn't pitch or bring in Japan money and advertising. But Soto's still a big deal, man. Look at his age. He's so young. Most likely he's not even in his prime yet. He hasn't even, he can mature a lot more and get a lot better. So, what's not to say that this dude, obviously he's not going to pitch. He's not going to pick up pitching, but he could be even better than what he is now. And right now he's great. One of the all-time greats. And you don't see an all-time great at 26 years old as a free agent, or you could lock him up forever. And he does bring in money. He don't bring in Otani money, but he pays for himself. He does bring fans to the stadium. He does sell a lot of jerseys. And look, he brought us to the World Series with his game-winning home run. So that pays for itself right there. It'll pay for himself. King Cash says he is good, but not worth $680 million. Man, look, obviously it's stretched out because you're talking about like 14 years. 14 years. What if Otani doesn't pitch, right? Let's say Otani doesn't pitch no more because he already had 2 Tommy Johns. He just tore his freaking labrum on his shoulder. What if he can't pitch no more or he's not effective as a pitcher anymore? He just hits. Is he worth $700 million to you? See, right now he's worth $700 million because he can pitch and he's a very good pitcher. But what if he can't pitch no more? Then you don't think the Dodgers overpaid for him? I don't know. It's just something to think about. Something to think about. All right, how do I switch this thing to studio mode? Probably should have had it there already. But yeah, guys, so again, Luis Gil, Rookie of the Year. Congrats to him. He actually it's really good for the Yankees because we'll get a draft pick. The Pirates, on the other hand, they don't get the extra pick because they brung up Paul Skeens a little later in the year. So whatever the rule is, he's disqualified. He's not disqualified from winning the award, but they're disqualified from benefiting from him winning that award. But Paul Skeens is dominant. But I understand why they held him down in the farm system because, he breezed through the minor leagues. Literally in 1 year, he was up. So, and that's unheard of, especially for a pitcher. That goes to show the talent that's coming out of college, especially Division I baseball, man. Division I baseball and college baseball in general is that's the new minor leagues. It's going to be hard for people to get drafted out of high school going forward. King Cash says, if Otani doesn't pitch, it's fine. He already got us the ring. Plus, Japan is paying half his contract. If you say so, man, we're going to see in 10 years when he's not playing and y'all got to cough up $68 million a year for 10 years. We'll see. But it's worth it if you guys could win a few rings. I don't think one ring is enough. I think you got to win a couple rings to actually to make it worth that $700 million contract. That's what I say. But anyway, guys, I'm about to sign off, go pick up my son. I appreciate everybody joining me. If you joined the stream, I apologize for not being able to pull up the comments. I'll work on that as soon as I'm done picking up my kids. And next time, I promise to have that fixed and we'll be more interactive with you guys. And again, I appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the week. Thanksgiving's coming up next week. And there's a lot to be thankful for. Always hunt the good stuff, right? No matter what your situation is, no matter what you're going through, there's always something good out of everything. Even the worst situation, you can find something good in there. So hunt the good stuff. All right. Today will be, like I always tell myself in the morning, today will be better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. So think about that.